So I'm doing this channel because this is some stuff that I was thinking of. So these are some of the reasons. One, because I guess no particular order, but one, because people have the blinders on, of course, and they can't see me for who I am. They already got blinders on, but apparently since I'm so different and like to the point of not even basically not even being from this earth or their species or whatever, not to have it sound all crazy, but they don't see me for who I am, and they got the blinders on. So this lets them know and see who I am, or about me or whatever. And that's how I guess they could better, then they would be able to maybe approach me from this perspective. But in this case, it would be approaching the core of who I am or whatever, rather the vain, I guess the typical, or at least to say the typical way of how people approach people. Now, of course, I'm viewing this different than the world and everybody, how a man courts a woman, all that other stupid stuff, because that's people in the world, and this is the true love and stuff, in particular my true love. So but also I was saying how it's for me, like a cop-out, like my only chance, because in getting a quote-unquote girl or whatever, or girls, beloveds, however you want to call it, because I'll be discussing how I guess I'll be discussing how some of the people in the Bible had multiple wives and stuff like that. Anyways, but this all a righteous perspective. But anyways, as I was saying, because apparently I'm ugly now, and I've become ugly, and apparently intentionally. And so, but as I was saying, since I'm ugly, nobody likes me. No girls like me. I mean, I see them as most of the women or whatever, they all look, they have their certain look, their certain shape, form, look, appearance, decency, healthy look, whatever. Me, and they're looking for a specific. They don't. Me, it's like I'm a shadow or something they just look over. They're not even looking for me. They don't even notice me. I'm ugly. I'm skinny. I don't even look like most people. And so they don't even think to approach me or to even care if I approach them or look at me. And the stories that the stuff that happened that I was going to talk about. Anyways, so my only chance basically would be, I guess, as a cop-out, to do the channel and talk about and try to see who would like my personality, how it's said, quote unquote, this person has a nice personality. I have a friend, but yeah, how does this person look? They have a nice personality, stuff like that. But idiots don't really care about the core. So though it's like a cop out, like, well, they gotta, my only chance is to try to, see if somebody likes who I am, but that's good, because this beloved or these beloveds of mine or whatever, they ought to like me for who I am. And, well, who truly likes me? I mean, love, who truly loves me. And uh, but the thing is, I'm not ugly at all. Though it's like I have put on this appearance of ugliness. I still have, not just to say, the natural, quote unquote, decent looking or handsome looking traits that I guess a typical girl might like is to notice or whatever. And I don't want to make this sound all vain and all that, but certain cut face, or certain shape in or dimple or smile, whatever. Certain, I may not have lost that, though I may have lost a lot of weight and look ugly and all that stuff, but I'm not talking about that, just that specifically, I'm talking about I have a beauty about me, God-given beauty about me, and certain, gifts or spiritual gifts, traits and stuff that I'm not ugly. You think I'm ugly. There's a beauty in certain glories and light and whatever that if you were eyes wide open, or if you could see what God can see, or even maybe with some children would see, you would see that, wow, this is a nice look, this is he's not ugly, this is wow, there's a glory about this guy, or something like that. That's the best way I can explain it for right now. But yeah, so, and this is getting really long, but so yeah, and not just to say of a cop out, but well, you see, but yeah, who truly loves me? Who's with my true love? And because I don't know, I forgot what I was gonna say, but try to wrap this up. Okay, so I was saying, people. You see, I did this. I don't want to say like I did my part, but I went like the distance. I did maybe even too much, in humbling myself and becoming unattractive looking and ugly or whatever, like totally different than how I looked before or whatever. And so all it takes is for, and I was saying, like, I'm doing them, or ladies or whatever, a favor by even going even further to try to throw myself out there, or show them who I am, or the true beauty that I am, though, or the actual beauty that, or whatever, by even going this way, because they should already be able to see this, and also already should be able to gravitate towards me, and so and me having had done this, or me having had looked like this in the flesh, but being actually having a true beauty about me, all it takes is for a girl to recognize this and mess with me, whatever, or find herself in me, because It don't take them for a pretty, quote unquote, worldly pretty girl to now, or pretty girl of the world, how the world views pretty or whatever, to make herself humble herself, make herself look ugly and stuff now, and then try to get with me or whatever, something like that. All it takes for someone who has because you don't have to become ugly to become beautiful. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. I went the distance. I didn't need to. I already knew what the true beauty was when I wasn't this ugly, you know. So all it takes is for a girl who, hey, she may be, like pretty from, how the world views pretty, but she doesn't wear that on her sleeve. She wears her true beauty, and she knows the true beauty, and she sees me like, wow, and she sees me like, wow, who I am, and loves me for who I am and stuff. Despite the fact that I'm I hate to even say the fact or whatever, but that I'm physically ugly now, and that she wouldn't care, So I guess it's like, for the pretty girls out there, the world standard, right? For them to, the big test for them to pass, whatever, something like that, be for them to like me. Okay, they're not vain, just vain, but they're more than the pretty that they are on the outside. For them to actually even like me, and recognize my beauty. You get what I'm trying to say? Or love who I am. Because most people, when they see pretty much every girl, they just pass, So anyways, that's about it. As far as the channel and stuff. Yeah, so,